Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Today, this is actually Thursday for me, but you will be seeing this on Saturday. I decided I wanted to try to do just a small book to hold my very few, at the moment, tabs for putting on tags or pages or whatever it is. So it's very simple. I kept it very neutral. And I don't normally like to, I love to see the ephemera folders that people make, but I have trouble seeing what's in it because of how pretty everything is. I have a hard time kind of like realizing what it is I'm actually looking at or looking for. So I prefer to keep mine very simple and very plain. So what I have here, what I'm using, I tried to pull out my, ow, sorry. Every now and then I get a crick in my hand and wrist here. What I'm using was a mailer, one of these cardboard mailers that I recently got a book in. So that is what I am using for the cover. And somewhere here is my spine. Aha, here it is. Okay, so I did do half of the cover so far. Just so that for this, oh, you know what? Sorry, I'm gonna turn around and set my timer again. Okay, try to keep the sound to a minimum. Okay, we'll set it for 45 minutes. Off we go and see how we fare. For the sake of time, I did parted it, but I wanted you to see how I did it for the most part, because we have this cool little tool that some of you may be aware of and some of you may not. Now, I got mine off of Temu, but you can get it, I know you can get it on Amazon, and you can probably get it in other craft shops or bookmaking stores or something like that. It's an amazing little thing. It is extremely helpful. So I'm going to show you how this works for most of it anyway. What I did here, and you might see that there is like an extra, little bit of an extra space, and that is actually this size, and that's what this part is for, which is about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, just about 1/8 of an inch or so. Somebody, and I think it might have been Scrimping Mama or Scrimping Mommy on YouTube, I think it might have been her, who had said something about when you fold your books and it cracks, when you fold your journals and the paper cracks, it may be because the spine, even though you've left a little space, there's just not quite enough space for the paper to go around. So trying that for the first time, because that has happened to me in the past. So let me explain what I'm doing here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use tape and glue on this for the sake of trying to get done a little quicker. And you may hear my printer doing whatever it's doing. I also have laundry running, and I did not close the door between me and the laundry room, so you may hear that from time to time. My apologies, I should have thought to close it, but I did not. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some tape on here, and then I will usually put glue over the tape and between the tape. I just am not using as much because I do have the tape down, so it helps me to go a little more quickly when I'm doing a large piece like this. So last night, which isn't for me yet, but it will be by the time you see this, I did do another piece in the strawberry, one of the strawberry journals, which I may end up moving to the other journal. I don't know, but we'll see. Creative process, right? So so that little video was up for this kind of pocket tag or tag pocket thing. I'm not really sure. I have not uploaded, well, I've uploaded it, but I haven't done all the, you know, description and title and all that yet. So I will do that soon tonight, so it'll go up for Friday morning, which would have been yesterday to you when you see this. So anyhow, yeah, so that's kind of the plan, I think. There we go. So yeah, so I'm just gonna take this because I'm gonna stick, well, I'll stick it over here. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but let's see. All right, let's get that down really good. Turn it this way. Get that down really good. And let me get my glue. For some reason, I've not really been feeling well today. Oh, you know what? While I'm doing that, let me take this stuff off so I can put the glue right on the tape. I'm just going to toss them up there for the moment. Okay. All right. So anyway, it isn't my back or my legs or anything. I woke up with a bit of a headache, and sometimes I do. And I thought, well, you know, let me sit up and move and have my tea, and you know, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. But I could not get rid of the headache. It was just a dull one, nothing horrible, just enough to be annoying. But I could not get rid of the smell of bleach, but there was no bleach. So I don't really know what it was that I was smelling. I mean, I did have our window open. My bathroom window was open because it was not a sunny day. It had been threatening rain all day, but I honestly don't think it did rain. It was cloudy, but it was cool, and there was a lovely breeze. And I just love when I can to open the window and get some fresh air, you know, in the house. So, but there was no bleach smell. So, you know, nothing that should have been bleachy. It just kind of went with me wherever I went. So I don't know, but it's pretty much faded now. So my headache is better. I didn't want to eat, which is bad for me. I only had a bowl of Raisin Bran about, I don't know, probably about 1:30. I had my tea this morning. I did take my morning medicine, but I, you know, just didn't want to eat. Okay, so I already marked this out where I want it, and I did that using this, okay? So I put this down, well, actually, and I will explain a couple of things to you. Let me find my long ruler. We want to go ahead and make sure we get this on the line. Come on now, I put it down, it doesn't want to move. Well, one side is moving. Okay, it's a little better. I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay, that looks like I'm standing it up just so that I can see. I think I can pull it down a little bit more. I'm trying to push it because remember, it's got tape on it too. So got it there, pretty much got it in there. Okay, so what I did was I got this down. So while that's setting, let me get rid of this. Like usual, when you're using 12 by 12, and I'm using 12 by 12 paper here. You don't have, it's not wide enough, okay, to do the whole cover. So you have to overlap them. So what I did was I overlapped them by the size of the spine. Okay, and that is where I scored them after I glued them together. Okay, so hopefully that will make it a little bit easier for me to place it and fold it, and maybe perhaps help in the not cracking thing. Now, to the best of my knowledge, I have never really covered a journal with scrapbook paper before. All right, so let me show you what this does, okay? So this is gonna go in here like so. All right, so when I put this down, I still have my spacing here. This one should fit right in here, okay? That fits right in there between this cover and this cover. So you use this tool. I've got all my bits and pieces up here, so they're kind of in the way. So you use this tool to line it up so you get this in the right and proper place, okay? More or less. This might be a little off, so. But again, not worried, because it's mine. It's not going anywhere. So let me go ahead and do the same with this. We'll put just a couple of strips down, because this is going to be covered again on the outside. Now I can't see where I'm tearing. Yeah, it's a little short. Okay, because I had tan on tan here, couldn't see it. So go ahead and do that. Okay, I think that will be sufficient. All right, so let me just, yeah, so I just made some pasta and some sweet Italian sausage for dinner tonight. I didn't have a lot, but anything I thought of, if you hear that water, that's my washing machine emptying. But anything I thought of, it just didn't, it's not that it made me feel sick or anything, it just didn't like appeal to me. So I don't know. But when I thought of the pasta, and though I don't do a whole lot of meat, I thought, you know, maybe a little protein might be a good idea. So I just figured I would just have one sausage and a little bit of pasta and just kind of hope for the best. So far I am feeling okay. My nose is a little itchy. So, of course, my hands are busy right now, so I can't rub my nose. I will in a minute, though. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a tissue from behind me. Sometimes my nose isn't stuffy, and I'll do it this way. My nose isn't stuffy, and I don't feel like I have to blow my nose or anything like that. I'm gonna just turn this so that I can do this a little bit more for my eyes' sake. But now that lines that up right here with this, which was lined up over here as well, and then this makes the spacing between the pieces. So let's just make sure that I don't wiggle it down here. Okay, let's get that in. Move over. Oh goodness, my washing machine is off balance. Gosh, I hate when that happens. Okay, I'm trying to listen to see. It's supposed to self-correct, but I don't know. Let me just look, guys. Hang on one second. Let me see. Okay. I don't know, it seems to be all right. Because it usually tells me, it's one of those computer things, and it'll tell me balancing. So what I'm going to do over here is what I did over here, just to get rid of some of that little bit of extra bulk for when you flip it over. So I'm just going to cut straight up here. Okay, just to the bottom corner, and just a little bit from inside and over to that corner. That's all. Okay, that's all I'm going to do there. And the same thing here. I'm going to cut straight up on the score line, and just a little over from there back up into that corner. Okay, I may end up cutting some of that down, but I know I do want it to go inside. Okay, so I'm sitting on my sweater. I'm trying to actually use it to like support my back. So, okay. So now the next thing we do, let me get this out of the way before I hurt myself. I'll put that in here. We'll put that in here. I'm gonna put that over there because I will use it. Put that over there. Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do is find my tool, okay? So this helps you to draw the lines where you want to cut, okay? This helps you space your spine from your cover. And then this little thing, when you put it on the corner like so, and you take your craft knife, and I am gonna have to turn it so I can see. And I moved my cutting board because I had my big ugly one out because I had I had to cut the what do you call it? So this you put up against the corner like so, fit it right in there, take your craft knife and cut right there. Okay, now I've had this for a while, this tool, but I've never used it on camera. I don't think I really ever put covers together on camera. So we just go to the other corner. Oh, I don't have to do the other side because I've already done it. It's amazing. Okay, then what I did to make it easier for me to turn it, because it's a heavier cardstock, I just took this tool. It's actually one of those ball tools, and it's for pergamano or parchment craft. And it's just, this just happens to have a flat thing with the number on it. I honestly don't know if it serves any purpose, but any tool like this would work. And I'm just going back and forth a little bit. I'm contemplating flowers for the cover of one of my strawberry journals, and I'm not sure if I'm liking them. So I'm just sort of giving myself a little guide here. Okay, you know what, I don't think I did not on that one, but that's okay. I can this way. Again, inside here. Okay, just that little bit of a fold. I'm going to put that back over here. So what I'm going to do, same thing. I'm going to use the tape. Let me get rid of this because I don't need this anymore. Come on. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on the ends. Let me pull that out. Okay. A little bit of tape on the ends of the three flaps, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, so we got one there. This took a little bit of the paper, so I'm going to just take that off if I can get it off my finger. So yeah, so I'm hoping that I'll be a little bit more chipper tomorrow because I have a lot I want to get done. And yeah, so trying to just plug away at things. Okay, there and here. Okay, now we can put that to the side. Let's get this, press it down. Okay, all right, my little tool. And let's take these off. Again, I'll just toss them to the side for the moment. It's only because I've got the pad from the scrapbook paper sitting on top of my garbage can. I have a little opening, but it's a little opening, so I have to pay attention. Okay, let's go ahead and put that back. Put a little glue, and I'm going to put the glue on one at a time. And the trick is to fold in the small flaps first. If I can get my glue to come out. Fold in the small flaps first, and it naturally, well, not naturally, but it leaves a, you know what, I want to do this. I don't want to use that one. I'm going to use this one. I'm going along the edge of the cardboard here. Okay, and then go ahead and put the glue in. And I will use some of the Fabri-Tac if I can get it to come out. I think I'm going to have to leave it on its side, or almost on its side, so I don't have to wait for the bubble. Here it goes. It only comes out fast when it's really full. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of leave it on its side. I'm gonna leave it up here. All right, I'm gonna get my bone folder and I'm just gonna push that in. Okay, and then we're gonna push it down. Okay. Get my dry baby wipe here. Okay, now you'll see here that you've got that little fold. So go ahead and just press that down with your bone folder. Turn this around, go to the other side. Put that right up against the edge of the cardboard, fill in that gap, and then put the solvent glue on here. I don't know what it is about. If it gets just a couple of inches low, it does not want to come out. So just go ahead and do that. Push that down. Push it in with my wipe, and you'll see how nice these corners come when you do this. Okay, so get a little bit of glue under those corners that we pressed down. Oh, there's already glue under that one and on my finger. All right, so let's go ahead and get that glue here along the edge. And I'm just putting the Barely Art glue on the paper, not on the tape. I'm going back and doing the Fabri-Tac on the tape. No particular reason, except that it seems it helps the tape not to stick instantly if I have to play with it for some reason. So there we've got it. It makes perfect corners. Look at how neat that is. Look at how neat. Can you see that? Let me get this out from under here because it's dark on dark here. But see how nice and neat the corners are? Beautifully done, beautifully done. Okay, so now we're gonna take this other piece, which is my back cover piece. Wanted to make sure I remembered what was the top. And I'm gonna do the same thing here with tape and glue. So let me get it started. Let me move this up a little bit so you can just be all excited about me putting tape on the back of a piece of paper, but okay. This one. Oop, wrong side. Works better with the right side, doesn't it? Okay. All right. And I know, like I said, a lot of people have said over the years the tape will dry out, and I think just about all tape dries out, comes out over the years, which is why I use glue with it as well. So, but, okay, and I'm gonna just do 2 strips down here, and the rest glue. Alrighty. All right, put that over here. Okay. I did ink my little sleeves. I'm hoping, it says I have 22 minutes left, and I'm hoping that I have enough time. I'm trying to rush. I set it for 45 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna have a problem with my my thing running out or not. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping I've fixed the problem. I keep trying to get a little longer with my videos if I can. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, It's gravy. All right, let's see. I went right off on that one, didn't I? Because I'm trying to hold it weird. Just squeeze a little harder. Okay. Go down there. And then try to get in between here. I'm not sure that I will get all of this done. I worry that if it shuts off, it won't upload. So that could be a problem. So now I'm just going to take this and turn it towards me so I can see it a little bit better. I pre-measured all of these things, obviously. Just trying to get the edges pretty even. Almost, not quite. A little crooked, but okay. Okay, again, like I said, it's mine. Okay, now what we're gonna do is turn these things in. So I'm just gonna fold them and turn them in. Now, I think I'm actually going to trim some of this off, and the reason why is because I want to make this with eyelets and elastic. So I may actually have to trim down my paper. So this is probably going to be a two-part process. A two-part video again. So let's go ahead and do that and do that. And then we're gonna grab a few clips and we're gonna turn these in and we'll clip these. Actually, let me wipe off the extra glue first. This is kind of thick. So I'm gonna put these nice little clips on it. Okay, that's one. I'm gonna need one more. I'm trying to stay in frame and still let you see what I'm doing, but I don't think I'm succeeding. So put that on there. Okay. And for me, I have a problem knowing where the clip is. So, because I can't tell if I'm in front of it, behind it. There we go. I think I'm going to put a third one. I think I can squeeze a third one in the middle. Let's do that. Get that down. Okay. Same thing here. Move that one over a little. Put that one on. There we go. All right. So we have that. So while that's setting, let's do what's going to go on the cover. Okay. So let's move some of this out of the way. All right. Somewhere is the pin for my Barely Arts glue. Don't know where that happened to go. Probably flipped things around on the table and knocked it on the floor somewhere, but I will find it eventually. Okay, so this was my thought. I am going to have to flip this over. And I am going to, this is going to go, this one is going to go on the front, okay? So I marked where it folds here, okay? Just so that I have a way to place it. So that being said, I'm just gonna come down here. I'm kind of lining it up with the flowers here. This is gonna give me an idea about how big of a piece of paper I want on here with this, because I also want to bring this in. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here, and then I'll put the green on according to how much space I have left. So let's go ahead and do that. And what I'm using, the ink I'm using here is the frayed burlap, because it's kind of a grayish green and I'm using kind of grays and greens. So I am using the frayed burlap. Okay, I'm not looking for anything fancy on the front, just something kind of pretty to look at. So yeah, I have 16 minutes, so I think we'll get that done. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do either for a closure. I don't know if I'm gonna do a ribbon or sari silk or something. I didn't even think about that, so we'll do that in the second part where we finish this up. And well, I'll do that when I do this. So let's put a little bit of a border around that. I'm trying to clean this out if I can, because sometimes there's just a little bit that gets stuck in there and makes it not go in, you know, not come out rather. Okay, come on, come on, come on. So I think what I'll do then is I'll go just so far according to my timer here, and then I will do part 2 and put that up for Sunday, and we'll finish this off like that. So let me go ahead and see. I don't want a big border. Okay, what I'm trying to do is make it so that it's I'm trying to kind of even it out with the flowers. Sorta, kinda. Don't know what I do with my little guy. There he is. He should have been back in my bin. Okay. And you, and you. Okay, let's get my cutting board back. Let's go ahead with that. Okay. And we will cut. I'm just eyeballing about how far that is. I'm getting glare on my ruler. I think that's straight. Put that piece to the side. Okay. And I'm really getting a lot of glare here on this ruler. All right, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. All righty. Get rid of that. Let's get this ink. All right. Hopefully I'm in frame here. I am still recording. Okay. All right. So let's put that back there. Now let's bring this back. I'm just going to leave this here. Hopefully it won't bother you guys too much, because I want to see, trying to line it up along the flowers. I'm kind of using that as my guide. Okay, I'm hoping that's pretty straight, so let's move these guys back and let's give it a quick, okay. Just short, just short. Okay, good. So what I want here then is to decide how big of a piece I want on here. And I think I want it, okay, I'm thinking maybe about there. So I'm hoping that I sort of kind of have it. Okay, whatever it is, I'll center it in that. Okay, let's take this and move that back over here. Get rid of that cute little thing. And I'm going to do this with my cutter since I only marked a little mark. Okay. And we're going to go right about here. And then let's see. Actually, I need the mark, don't I? I do, and I know I am off screen, probably, for you. Okay. Good, all right. It worked, it worked. Okay. Now let's get our ink. I will probably put some sort of a little nameplate kind of thing. One of the digital ones, I think, not a metal one. Not like I don't have enough of them, but yeah, I'd rather save them for other things. So I'll probably get one of the digital ones and label it, you know, tabs or tabs and bits or something like that. I'm not sure all of what's going to go in here. I may surprise myself and find out I end up with a lot of tabs. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, okay. So we've got that. Did that. All right. So now what I have to do is try to center this as best as I can. All right, that's not too bad. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get our glue. See if I can clean it a little bit. Still have just a tad under 10 minutes, but I know we're not going to get this whole thing done in one, so I will go ahead and finish it in a second half for Sunday. Okay, oops. So, you know, I'm doing this and I know I have tabs that I've made. Not a lot, there's a few that are floating around. But I don't know where I put them. Now, part of that problem, that being said, is the fact that I have moved things and moved things and moved things again and again and again and again and again down here while I have been trying to organize stuff. Much of it is labeled. So, and some of it didn't move at all. Some of it was just sort of revamped a little bit and, you know, something like that. But in any case, like I said, some of it didn't move at all. And, but I've moved other things and I've got things in places and not everything is labeled yet. So it's like, oh my goodness, I know they're over here somewhere. So labeling apparently is pretty detrimental for me. So, all right, so again, this is going to go here. Okay, let me just make sure that, yep, that's right. And then this has got to go straight, which is like here. This is going to just go on here, which I think is going to look just simple and pretty. And then down here, I'll make one of those book plates to go on the bottom. I want this over a little bit because I'm going to probably put an eyelet in here. Yeah, probably an eyelet, and I'm gonna probably just tie it with some sari silk or something. I don't know. We'll see. Nothing big or fancy, but something like that. So I think what I want to do now is let's take a peek at this and see if in fact, I really wish I could find that pin for my Barely Arts glue, but I don't know where I've knocked it down to. I'll find it, but let me grab another one. These are not as long as the one that comes with the Barely Arts, but at least it's better than having nothing. in here until I can find the other one. So we'll put that one in there for right now. Okay. All right. Now see this crack down here. It did crack because it was really thick, but that's all right. I'm going to ink it, and then I'm going to throw a little glue on it. Okay. And like I said, we'll put a little glue on there. Actually, it's going to be covered anyway with this. Now, where are my marks? Okay. So what I want to do here, and that's going to be the last thing we do in this video, is line this up. Okay, I'm lining that up there and lining that up there. I'm counting, okay, like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little line here and a little line here, okay, and that will give me placement for the putting the back on it. So, but for right now, I'm going to stop with that, and we will continue on and finish up in the next video. I'll probably put the all the eyelets in off camera because I usually hold that close to me to squeeze it, so you won't really see me doing that. And I only have brown elastic, but you know what? It is what it is. My book. I'll go ahead and do that. I've got the pages someplace, which are already folded, which is the same color here. It's only going to be 2 elastics. And then I'll just show you putting in some of the pockets, and we'll finish off this book here, you know, the outside of the book. It won't take too long. So that's going to be it for now, guys. So until I see you in the next video, be happy, be safe, and be blessed. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.